Welcome to Fastang 444. I will start out by showing you this. Actually, there's two head-to-heads. I engage in this head-to-head with the Jeep Trailcat. I'm in the Lamborghini Murcielago. There's a vehicle behind me that gives me a tap. I'm not sure what's going on there. I think they are in a head-to-head and I was in their path, but pull away from them. And when I get here, I see there are two vehicles off on the left. I think they will engage in a head-to-head. So I am going off to the right, so I am not in a position where someone can challenge me while I am parked, leveling up into this Volkswagen Andretti Beetle. Those two vehicles did engage in a head-to-head and take off, and so I'll go over here, and here is another Andretti Beetle. I think the Ferrari there just lost the head-to-head. So I engage in a head-to-head with the Volkswagen Andretti Beetle, and I was actually shocked that they paused and let me pass them. I thought I was going to lose a head-to-head and regret that I went over to that location, but this wound up working out. They're giving a little horn beep as I cross the finish here, I think out of anger. And I will level up into a level 10. Let's see what is offered here. Oh, perfect. A Mercedes AMG 1. This will be perfect for the westbound final showdown. I wound up just going over on the perimeter, over on the bridge here, and when I got here, a vehicle went underneath. I tried engaging in a head-to-head, didn't work, so I will wait here till it's time to get in position for the final showdown. And I sped that up. That was uneventful, so I am getting in position for the final showdown right around this bend in the road. Is where I like to leave from. You can see on the map this point I like to leave from. This is Arena 4. The range of time to leave is 26 to 29 seconds. I will leave at 27 seconds. Pretty much the time that I just turned around. This is a 3-driver final showdown. I think that vehicle and this vehicle going the other direction may be trying to influence the finish. I am going to stay the course and head west. I wind up actually with a decent amount of speed, timing my exit right at 2.5 seconds. Not bad. And when the finish point appears, it is this direction. Great. So I will open up the map in the straightaway farther down the road as I get closer. It looks initially like it is around Teotihuacan, the pyramid strip I call it. And when I open up the map, I see the finishes on the southeast area around Teotihuacan, so I know to take this ramp and go a little farther to the left. There are trees that are more dense that are off to the right in line of this finish. And as I get over closer, I will angle over to the finish here. So far so good. Hit a tree yet, but I catch one just before the finish, but I still will get the win in.
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
This game I will show you, I had this vehicle that was chasing me, so I led them away and turned around on them. They are in a level 8 RJ Anderson, and as you can see, I am in a level 6 Exocet. So I need a clean run through here. I have a jump on them. These are actually two very closely matched vehicles, even though they are two levels apart. So I need to get through the lava field that's ahead. So we'll stay on the road until I clear all the lava and then angle over to the finish here. And they are quite a distance behind me. They are taking a straight route, which they kind of have to. They have to get desperate at this point with the lead that I have. So I wind up taking this level 8 RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck. And I will turn away from where the head-to-heads are completing. Go over here. I see a drop ahead. So I automatically start heading over to drops in case it's a higher level drop. And that one is not. Although there is a drop over on the left. It's going to be Final Arena 11. There's a drop over here too. Let's go take a peek at this one, and I am actually glad I did. Look at this, a level 8 Camaro. So I will take it. Even though the RJ Anderson is better off-road, the Camaro has a higher top speed. And I will jump ahead. There are 4 drivers left. Someone just completed a head-to-head, and look at these 2 that are going off to the left that are engaged in a head-to-head. That vehicle that just completed a head-to-head gets into a Funko. But back to these other 2 vehicles. Watch this. Finish point is right near the perimeter. One of them wins, but then they go outside of the arena and are eliminated. This is now a 2-driver final showdown. Myself in the Camaro against a Funko. And you can see this point that I like to leave from, and this is the direction I will head. This is Arena 11. The range of time to leave is 12 to 14 seconds. I will leave it 14 seconds. I can see the Funko on the minimap, so they are not trying to influence the finish. If so, they wouldn't be on the minimap. They would be so far away I wouldn't see them. I exit at 2 seconds, which isn't a problem because the finish point appears. It initially looks like this is the only live once jump off the suspension bridge. When it lines up in between the towers on the suspension bridge, that's a clue that that's what this is going to be. I will open up the map once I am on the bridge that's ahead in the straightaway so I don't go off-road and crash. And I open up the map and I can see, yes, this is the only live once jump off the suspension bridge. So I will use the side of that hill for a banked right turn. I am heading over to the left side of the white hacienda that's ahead, and this point, this sharp left turn, is where I'm trying to get to. Try not hit any trees here. Got through there. Now get on the road that goes through the tunnel, and I will go off to the left side and angle over to the right just before the support on the suspension bridge here and try and get down close to the road below. I roll over, but fortunately I land on my wheels on the road. And the other driver is not even on the mini-map at this point. So this is going to be an easy win. And a 2-driver final showdown in the Camaro. Wow, that's great.
Horizon, please congratulate the Eliminator!
This was the next game after the YOLO jump win, and I will start by showing you a few epic head-to-heads in this. This is just one I completed. It was just a level 2 that I defeated, And I will get into the Audi RS7. And I am... What would this be? This is north of the highway, northeast of Mule Lake Hills. And I had this vehicle chasing me, so I turned around on them. They wind up being in a Hoonigan Group A, and they have 444 in their gamer tag, so they wind up going over the ridge and jumping. I know to go around this ridge, and I'll zero in on this. Watch this. Their vehicle must have landed upside down and reset there because it blinks on the mini-map. That, or they were stuck on the top of the ridge on the rocks there. So I will get over through Mule Lake Hills over towards the north side of Mule Lake. And because of where the head-to-head originated, it doesn't go all the way into the city. And I will take their Hoonigan Group A. It will be mine. So I head over here. Beating brother 444. Potato. Not potato, potato. So... there's a vehicle over here, and I'll speed this up. I wanted to get on the other side of them and engage in a head-to-head, but then I see there were multiple vehicles over there. So I'm pausing here. Here comes a car in a level 5 Porsche that cross paths with me. And I know to go over in between Mule Lake Hills over here. And the finish is over underneath that ridge that the Hoonigan Group A that I now own got hung up on. So under this bridge, slow down so I don't roll over and reset or anything. And I will get into a level 10. And again, RS200, and I just went over near Horizon, Mexico, and waited over there, content to use this in the final showdown. And I will jump ahead. I am getting in position for the final showdown. I do know there is a Mercedes AMG 1, and here they are right here. We'll engage in a head-to-head with them just to see if I can get them to run out of position. They do not. It's worth a shot. Sometimes that works. And you can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. Right here on the ramp. This is Arena 13. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. I will leave at the minimum 21 seconds because I know the vehicle I am in, when again RS200, has a quick acceleration rate. The Mercedes AMG 1 should have left at 24 seconds, although they will be able to catch me with the greater speeds that the AMG 1 can achieve. And I wind up exiting right at 2.5 seconds. And I am anticipating watching the AMG 1 behind me and trying to block them. If I can bump them into either side off the road, that would be perfect. Let's see here. I have to keep looking back and see where they're at. They wind up using the map trick and get alongside of me. Tried bumping me, actually successfully. I would have done the same. And when I see this yellow billboard, I know to go to the right. They are going more in a direct line. So I will go between these greenhouses and angle over to the left. The road that parallels this road will lead closer to the finish. They wound up getting hung up in the trees back there, so I will be able to win this very easily. What a great win against a faster vehicle. perfect route. Wow.
Winner! Welcome to the Illuminati!
The next 5 games were consecutive, so I will start out with this game showing you me taking a couple drops here. I take this Audi RS6 because even though it's a level 2, it is faster than the level 4 Audi S1. And I am heading over towards this intersection. Here's a drop here, and here is the drop that is of interest. Look at this, a level 10 Lamborghini Centenario. Yeah. And I engaged in a head-to-head right around the intersection, and it wound up being a final showdown just south of New Leg, Arena 15, and I am getting in position here for the final showdown. Right at this bend in the road is the point I like to leave from. I'll show you on the map this point that I like to leave from. You can see that here. This is Arena 15. The range of time to leave is 11 to 13 seconds. I will leave at 13 seconds. This Brocky that comes flying by me, I actually thought they were eliminated by the arena, but they must have timed it perfectly where they had a millisecond remaining. I exit at 3 seconds, and I angle over to the left. They go and run directly into that bridge, and I have the lead, so I need to go in line of the right side or left side of this electrical power tower. Either side is fine, and get on this short section of road here. There are some buildings off on the left, and then the solar panels will be off on the right ahead. Just continue on this line and angle over just slightly to the right. The road configuration around the lava field is roughly shaped like a bird. I know I can go around the right wing. This is a clear path, and then angle over towards the finish. They are actually going right through the lava field, and it's a trickier route, but it can be done. It is more direct. I wind up running directly into this. I forgot about that building being there. They're going to win this. How frustrating. The rare occurrence of finding a level 10 anything, and then that's part of this game, unfortunately. I will jump into this game where it's just before the final showdown. I am getting in position for that final showdown. I started out in a level 5, engaged in 5 head-to-heads, and there is another Lamborghini Centenario that's in this game. They'll wind up coming over just behind me. They will park with their rear of their vehicle on the perimeter of the arena, where their back of their vehicle is just outside of the arena. I'm not sure why people do that. I don't know. Have at it.
Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 13. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. I will leave it 24 seconds. I have a Perfectly timed exit right at 3 seconds with speed. I have a major advantage. We are both in the same vehicle, so I just need a clean run here. I will open up the map in the straightaway ahead. I usually like to open up the map going through this intersection, this straight section of road, so I don't go off-road and crash. And I see the finish is southeast of the Pyramid Strip, Teotihuacan. So once I get across the bridge here, I will use this yellow billboard as a point to turn right. There's the yellow billboard. Now I will angle over in between the greenhouses. Once I am just beyond the greenhouses, I will angle over to the left, and the finish appears to be right on this road. So let's just take this road over. They wound up taking a more direct route and wound up having to risk running into trees and ran into some trees. So this will be an easy win. Perfectly timed exit, perfectly clean run.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
Because of the 4 head-to-heads I was in this game, they did not originate around where they typically would, and where they finished, I miscalculated. I am thinking this is going to be Final Arena 10. It is Final Arena 8. So I just opened up the map. I just kind of glanced at it just to see how far outside of the arena I was. And as the arena is getting ready to shrink, I will make my way over to get in position as if it's Arena 10. And at this point, I should actually realize I have miscalculated, because the arena wall would be very close to here for Arena 10, right around here. It isn't. It's farther up the road, because this is Arena 8, but I'm not thinking about it. I'm just looking at, all right, let's just get over next to this small group of trees over here where I leave for Arena 10. I see this other vehicle that's nearby, so I think, okay, all right, yeah, I'm in the right place. This is where people leave for Arena 10, or at least where I would. Well, this is where they leave for Arena 8. You can see where the blue Arena 10 is and where the yellow Arena 8 is, and how I have really messed up here. And as I start heading over to my exit, I realize, whoa, wait a what? I am way too early. Am I spun around? Am I not in the right location? What is going on? So I just tried to adjust on the fly, and I wind up leaving it 4 seconds early, and am now eliminated by the arena. How frustrating. I'll start this game already in progress. This is the second to last arena. The arena just shrunk. This actually, oddly enough, will be Arena 10. I've confirmed that numerous times. I'm not going to make that mistake twice in a row. And I'm watching this vehicle on the mini-map that is off on the left. And I am going to go over towards them and see if I can't engage in a head-to-head with them. And I will wait until I get across the bridge and then angle over to the right. And once I get here, I see many cars on the mini-map. But that one vehicle over on the left here is pink, so they are not engaged in a head-to-head. Oh, there's 2 of them, and and now 3. So let's just go over towards these two, engage in a head-to-head. And I think I actually landed in a stream of some Russians that typically they're all skilled players. Most of the Russians that I've come across are very skilled players, difficult to beat, but fortunately I caught them going sideways from the direction of a head-to-head, and we'll get into a level 8 here just before the final showdown. And the arena is shrinking for the final showdown, so I get into a Camaro and we'll make my way over near that group of trees for Arena 10. Yes, it's Arena 10, not Arena 8. So, where is that group of trees? It's over here somewhere. Around here is fine. Right here is a group of trees.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see on the map this point that I like to lead from. This is Arena 10. The range of time to leave is 21 to 24 seconds. I will leave at 24 seconds. The other drivers that are around are all going random directions. I'm not sure what's going on here. I am going to stay the course and go through the corner of the greenhouse, my normal exit point. I wind up exiting with speed at 2 seconds. The finish point appears, and it initially looks like it is around the stadium, possibly northwest of the stadium. So I will angle over towards the finish. I know I have to go in between some buildings on this line, but I will risk it and see if I can't get through there without hitting anything. I did a great job. I managed to get through there, not hitting anything. I'll angle slightly over to the right and then go around the west side of the stadium through the parking lot, watching out for some of the golf carts that are in the parking lot. I'm laughing. I lost the head-to-head that finished right there because I ran into one of those just before the finish. So it looks like I should be able to win this as long as I don't hit anything or do anything crazy here. Finish is right there. All right, I got the win from Arena 10. That's right, that was Arena 10.
Welcome to the secret society of the Illuminati! Oh, shh.
This will be the last game of the 5 consecutive games that I just showed you, and I will start where this is kind of towards the end of this game. 13 drivers left. I am in an Exocet, and here's a vehicle over here I will engage in a head-to-head with. They are in a level 5 Maserati Levante. Off we go, and I had the momentum, although they have a faster vehicle. So if I have a clean run through the trees over to the finish here, I should be able to beat them, but they are gaining on me, so I need to just focus on the route that I take here. And they wind up bumping into me. I was trying to get in their line and block, but they wound up getting around me and pass. So I know to slow down as I go through the trees. They are just full sending it and wind up running into a tree here. And I will pass them and just get over to the finish right in front of them. So I will level up into a level 7. What is offered here?
Opponent eliminated.
Ford Bronco. And I will speed this next part up. I wind up going over to what I call the home of the Eliminator, where the Eliminator icon is, where you would start the game in free roam using the icon is over here. And here's a vehicle over here that is kind of caught on the rocks there. So I will just go next to them and engage in a head-to-head, and I know the head-to-head will go back the direction I just vacated. And they're still hung up in the rocks over there, or they were trying to get away. I'm not sure. Either way, should have an easy win. They're still way back there. I don't even know if they've moved. They may just have parked and conceded the loss and are not going to rage quit, which I highly recommend. Don't help people level up. That hurts the remaining players in the game by doing that. So I commend them for not doing that. Let's see if I can get through here without hitting too many of those. It's hard not to. Some of these are actually breakaway trees and some are solid, so find out when you run into them. So I will get into a level 8. Oh great, a Lamborghini Murcielago. What a great car, and I could use this in the final showdown. It has near level 10 speeds, but I am around these drops. Glance at those. The arena is getting ready to shrink. Let's see if I can't pause here. I'm watching this vehicle on the mini-map that's off to the right there. I don't want to go into the trees and risk running into a tree, losing a late head-to-head. So I wait and then just full send it and see if I can't cross paths with them. If the head-to-head stays on this road, I can complete it. If it goes off to the left, I won't be able to complete it. Let's see. Let's engage in the head-to-head, and it's not on the road. It goes off to the left. I'll try. I don't think I will be able to complete this. Even if I don't hit any trees, I do not believe there is enough time, and there is not. Head-to-heads are canceled. So now I am out of position for the final showdown. I'll open up the map here and show you where I'm at. You can see where I'm at. This is Arena 5. And Arena 5, that green arrow is where I normally would go. I will leave now and take the north road that parallels the normal road I would take. That's right here. And potentially I can influence the finish more towards Guanajuato. I exit right at 3 1/4 seconds. That actually was a little closer than I would have liked, but timeout bar, 1/4 second remaining. So I will pretty much just follow this road. There are 2 streams off on the left and a lot of trees that will slow you down. So once I cross this bridge, I know I can angle over towards the finish. It looks as though the finish is southeast of Guanajuato, north of Horizon Street Scene. So let's see if I can't get through here without hitting anything. Fortunately, I have the lead. There's a vehicle on the mini-map that's behind me, so they may have assisted in influencing the finish this direction. Hitting that tree, I gave up a lot of the lead. They are right there. They are so close. This may be a close finish here. Let's see. Get through the rest of these trees without hitting any of them. I should be able to win this. I think they might have hit something back there, so I will get a win in 5 consecutive games, 3 wins, and 2 others.
You are the Eliminator.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe please and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I greatly would appreciate your help.